Hello!
Hi, these are the test shots for our music video Angel on Fire. So at first we had to set up the lighting and sort out where we wanted it to be, and whilst doing it we found out the lighting was quite harsh, and so we thought we could move the lighting more to the side, which we also tried to do, but we think next time we should definitely move it even more to the side.
We also should play with the filters a little bit so that it is softer lighting, and at the same time change the settings of the camera itself so that there's no grain left over. So things like shutter speed and gain need to be changed to make sure that there's no fluctuations in lighting, and also that it's not on automatic so we can change it to not leave any grain.
The next thing that we tried out was the shot in which you held up the rose, and what we found was at the time of filming it we didn't really know what to do with the rose, so we found that next time we actually know what we're doing, like how we're holding it, how we're going to move it about, and also frame it better so it's more close up and there's more focus on it.
We should also change the side in which we see the rose, because we had left it in the light and I was in the shadow. You couldn't really see me as well. I feel like I should be the one in the light with the light behind me, and the rose should be coming up in the shadows because it looks smoother. Then we tried the fairy lights. So basically we first started by me just wrapping them around myself, and we at the time left the lighting kit on, but we found that actually turning off the lighting kit gave us the effect that we wanted, and having it around my face in the proper framing lit me well enough to be able to see myself, but also have it be in the darkness, so it looks really good.
Some of the issues that we found when we looked back at the footage was that at times Erica had to move the light out of her eyes so she didn't blind herself. So next time we will arrange it in such a way that she doesn't have to keep moving it out of her face, but it still obviously illuminates her face so we can see her lip syncing. And also in the corner of the shot we saw the tail of the lights going to the plug socket, so we were thinking next time we do it we either have two tails on either side or try not to have the tail at all, frame it in such a way so it's not included.
So doing the sticky notes was a bit of a flop, to be honest, but I think the main problems we found with it is that they were all very much stuck together, so having them only... She came into shot a lot of the times, and it was hard for her to get over me as a taller person than her without standing on something to be able to throw them over me. So I think next time we should have you stand on something and also frame it in a way that you're not in the shot yourself.
And also unstick the sticky notes so they don't fall in clumps, they are spread out and it looks gradual and smooth and flows nicely.
Definitely, and if anything we can get another person to come in to throw the sticky notes on me instead.
So the next thing that we wanted to try out was the mirror, and at first we noticed there was a massive sticker on the back saying wow, $3.99, and then when we actually tested the mirror it turns out there was a lot of glare from the lighting kit, which was obviously behind Erica.
Yep, and we would need to tilt the mirror itself or move the light in order to not have it in shot but also not glare against the camera. Also, I think it would be worth trying setting up 2-point lighting or even 3-point lighting with this instead of the 1-point we had, because I think that's what gave the glare but also left a really blank space in the corner that I feel like could be filled and be able to both reflect light onto the mirror and also my face so you can see me in the mirror.
So when we actually looked over the footage we knew that we had to slow it down, and we didn't know how much to slow it down for. We just guessed it would be about 50%, maybe 75%, and then it took us a while to figure it out, but after watching a tutorial I did this calculation where I just did 100 divided by 1.5 and randomly got 66.6, so we were like, okay, let's try it, and it worked, so that's what we're going to do.
Amy's maths, we apparently have the right timing now.
So from now on, other things we need to test is obviously another prop like the wings, and we also want to see how the anxiety figure would look in front of all this lighting equipment.
We also need to try out the projector. For that we need to have all the shots of me performing before we have that, because we need to project that onto me. So what we're going to be working on is trying that out the next time we film. And also we need to try the burning stuff, so burning the roses and so on. We've been working on how to do that effectively and also safely, because frankly it is quite dangerous. What are your thoughts now? What do we do now?
Well, we do those test shots, like I said before, with the different props and trying out the different things like the burning of the roses, and then we will be ready to film and it will run a lot more smoothly because we will know what we're doing.
Yes. This has been helpful. Thank you to us for trying it. And I'm sorry for being ill, but this has been fun. Goodbye.
Bye.